Hi there, fellow travelers. Welcome back to Travel Vibes, your go-to spot for smart, stress-free flying tips. Whether you're a student planning your first international trip, a digital nomad hopping cities with carry-on only, or a seasoned jet-setter finally tackling that bucket list destination, you all have one thing in common. You want your journey to go smoothly. But let me ask you something. Have you ever watched your carry-on disappear down the gateside ramp and suddenly remembered, my medications are in there? Your heart sinks. The flight crew smiles, the boarding line keeps moving, but inside your head, panic sets in. What if I need them mid-flight? What if the bag gets lost? Don't worry, you're not alone. In today's video, we're diving into everything you need to know about packing medications the right way in 2025. If you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got tons more insider travel tips coming your way every week, right here on Travel Vibes. 1. Do TSA agents really care about your meds? Here's the truth. So now that we've all had that heart-sinking uh-oh moment, let's get one thing straight. The TSA isn't out to confiscate your medication. In fact, they're surprisingly reasonable once you know how to play by the rules. Here's what you need to know. If your meds are FDA approved, pills, creams, liquids, injectables, you're legally allowed to carry as much as you need for your trip. That includes insulin pens, eye drops, prescription creams for skin conditions, and even gel or ice packs if your meds need to stay cold. And yes, this applies to over-the-counter meds too. Think Tylenol, Benadryl, saline solution, essentials that travelers across the U.S. rely on, especially frequent flyers, older adults managing chronic conditions, and younger folks on ADHD meds or anxiety prescriptions. But here's where things can fall apart. If your meds are unlabeled, loosely packed, or scattered across different bags, that's when the questions start. And that's what we'll unpack next. 2. The 3 medication mistakes that delay thousands of travelers. All right, so now you know the TSA isn't your enemy. But here's the thing. They can become your obstacle if you're not packing smart. A lot of travelers, especially those flying for the first time, or even seasoned folks rushing to pack at the last minute, make the same 3 mistakes. And trust me, I've seen it all. Busy moms juggling snacks and prescriptions, young professionals heading to conferences with ADHD meds in the wrong bag, even retirees on cruises who didn't think twice about their heart medication until it was too late. Mistake number 1. Packing meds in your rolling carry-on. Seems logical, right? But here's the catch. More and more airlines are requiring passengers to check those bags right at the gate. That means once it's gone, it's gone. And if your meds are in there, you won't see them again until baggage claim. If you're lucky. Mistake number 2. Mixing meds with your regular toiletries. Your toothpaste, lotion, and shampoo all go in the 311 liquids bag. Your medication? It should be packed in a clear, separate bag. That way, TSA agents don't waste time sorting through and questioning your cold medicine or eye drops. And mistake number 3. No labels, no documentation, no proof. Technically, yes, you can use a pill organizer, but if you're carrying controlled meds like Adderall or sleep aids, keep them in the original bottle, snap a photo of the label, and bring a doctor's note. A few extra minutes before your trip could save you from hours of stress at security. Next up, let's build the perfect kit that will keep everything organized and TSA friendly. 3. Build your medical go kit like a pro flyer. Now that you know what not to do, let's shift gears and build something that every savvy traveler needs in 2025. A medical go kit. This isn't just for people with complex prescriptions. Whether you're a college student traveling with anxiety meds, a parent carrying an EpiPen, or a retiree managing diabetes, this little pouch can be a lifesaver. Start with a clear zip pouch, Ziploc-sized or small toiletry bag. This kit lives in your personal item, right under the seat in front of you. Inside, you'll pack your prescription bottles, original if possible, your pill organizer, and a printed list of all your medications, how often you take them, and in what dosage. Add in a doctor's note, just in case, and a digital copy on your phone. If your meds require cooling, toss in ice packs, frozen solid. And don't forget devices like inhalers, insulin pens, or CPAP accessories. Always pack 5 to 7 extra days worth, because delays happen, especially in US airports. Up next, I'll show you exactly how to breeze through TSA security using this kit. 4. How to glide through TSA with meds. No drama, no delays. So you've got your medical go kit packed and ready. Now comes the moment of truth, airport security. Whether you're a first-time flyer heading off to college, a frequent business traveler, or someone visiting family across the country, how you approach that checkpoint can make all the difference. Here's the key. Walk up with confidence and clarity. TSA agents are trained to screen, not to scare. So before you even place your bag on the belt, simply say, "I have medical liquids and devices in this bag." Then, take out your med kit and your 311 liquids bag and lay them separately in the bin. Trying to hide or downplay your meds only makes things slower and more stressful. Got a pacemaker or insulin pump? Let them know. Most agents are respectful, but they also follow strict protocol. If something gets flagged or questioned, stay calm. Politely ask for a supervisor and pull out your doctor's note or digital records. You have the right to travel with medically necessary supplies. Knowing that gives you the upper hand. Next, we'll talk about one powerful upgrade that makes this process even smoother, especially if you're heading overseas. 5. Go digital or get delayed. The 2025 Travel Advantage. Now, if you're like most US travelers today, tech-savvy, time-conscious, and always looking for the smoothest way forward, then this next tip is going to be your secret weapon, especially if you're heading abroad. Before every international trip, I make sure I'm digitally prepped. First, I download the My TSA app. It's free, fast, and lets you check if that weird cream or medical patch is TSA approved. Then, I hit up the Can I Bring page on their website. Great for double-checking those tricky items like gel packs, hormone patches, or even therapeutic foot sprays. And if I ever have a last-minute uh-oh moment, I shoot a quick message to Ask TSA on Twitter or Facebook. They respond fast, often within minutes. But here's the real game changer. I install an eSIM before I leave. That's right, a digital SIM card that gives me immediate mobile data the second my plane touches down. If customs abroad questions a medication, I don't scramble. I pull up my doctor's letter, Google the international name, or call my provider on the spot. Instant access, zero panic. And that's exactly how I want every trip to start. Coming up next, the medications that can actually get you in trouble, even if they're totally legal in the US. 6. Medications that can get you flagged, even if they're legal at home. Here's the part no one likes to talk about, but absolutely needs to be said. Not all medications that are legal in your state are safe to bring on a plane. In fact, some can land you in hot water at airport security, or worse, at your destination. First up, medical marijuana. Even if you have a prescription, even if it's legal where you live, don't bring it on a plane. The TSA operates under federal law, and marijuana is still considered a Schedule I drug at that level. That means no carry-on, no checked bag, not even a vape pen. Next, let's talk about CBD oil. You'll see it everywhere in the US, from grocery stores to gas stations. But here's the deal. If your CBD product contains more than 0.3% THC, it's considered federally illegal. And yes, TSA agents do check. What trips people up most? Products that seem harmless, things labeled natural stress relief, or plant-based calming drops. Sounds innocent, right? But unless you've verified the ingredients, you could be carrying something banned. Bottom line, if you're not 100% sure what's inside, leave it out of your bag. Up next, I'll show you how international laws can be even stricter and why doing a quick check before you fly could save your entire trip. 7. Why some medications are totally fine in the US but illegal abroad. Alright, if you thought TSA rules were tricky, wait until you cross a border. Because once you leave the US, the rules for medications don't just change, they can flip completely. Let's take a look at a few real-world examples. Japan, they ban any medication with pseudoephedrine. Yep, that includes common decongestants like Sudafed. In Singapore, Even a single tablet of Ambien or anything with codeine can lead to fines or worse. Heading to the UAE, ADHD meds like Adderall are classified as narcotics, and in Thailand, common anti-anxiety meds may need government approval before you arrive. And here's what surprises most travelers. You don't even have to enter the country. Just transiting through a connecting airport can be enough to get flagged. So, what can you do? Simple. Do your homework. Check the embassy or consulate site of every country you're visiting or passing through. Translate your medication list if needed. And if you're unsure, have your doctor write a short letter explaining what you're taking and why. Being proactive isn't just smart, it can save your trip. Coming up next, a free TSA program that gives you personal support if traveling with medications makes you feel anxious, overwhelmed, or unsure. 8. TSA Cares, the secret service for travelers who just need a little help. Now, let's be honest. Not everyone feels confident walking into airport security, especially if you're juggling medications, medical devices, or just feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're a senior who moves a little slower, or a parent traveling alone with a child who needs special care, or a young traveler with anxiety who dreads the chaos of the checkpoint. Whatever your situation is, there's a program made just for you. It's called TSA Cares, and it's one of the best-kept secrets in American air travel. Here's how it works. You simply call or email TSA Cares at least 72 hours before your flight. Let them know what support you need. Maybe it's extra time, mobility assistance, or help explaining your medical supplies. Then, they assign a passenger support specialist to meet you at security. They'll walk you through the process, explain things calmly, and even speak with the TSA officers for you if needed. You don't need a medical certificate. You don't need a visible disability. You just need to ask. So whether you're 27 or 77, if you've ever thought, I wish someone could just help me through this part, well, now someone can. Up next, we'll talk about what to do if your perfect plan still hits turbulence, because let's face it, not every trip goes as expected. 9. When travel goes sideways, here's how to stay in control. Let's face it, no matter how prepared you are, things can still go wrong. And for travelers in the US, from busy professionals to retirees visiting grandkids, these worst-case scenarios are more common than you think. Maybe your TSA agent is in a rush and flags your perfectly labeled bag. Maybe your ice pack melted and now your meds look suspicious. Or maybe, just maybe, your perfectly planned itinerary falls apart. So what do? Scenario 1. TSA says you can't bring your meds through. First, stay calm. This isn't the time to panic or push back. Politely ask to speak with a supervisor. Show your doctor's note or prescription printout. Open your My TSA app or the Can I Bring page to reinforce your rights. Speak with confidence, not confrontation. Scenario 2. You're in another country and your meds are lost, delayed, or worse, confiscated. This is where your eSIM becomes gold. Go online, message your doctor, pull up your translated med list, and head to the nearest English-speaking clinic or pharmacy. It's not ideal, but it's manageable when you're prepared. Scenario 3. Your flight gets canceled and you're stuck for days. That's why we always say, pack 5 to 7 extra days of meds. It's a small habit with a huge payoff. Because in travel, surprises are inevitable. But panic? That's optional. Up next, let's wrap things up with one final checklist to make sure you're 100% travel ready before you even zip up your bag. 10. Your ultimate medication packing checklist. No surprises, just smooth travel. All right, we've covered a lot, but let's bring it all together with one clear, final checklist. Whether you're a college student flying home for the holidays, a business traveler with tight connections, or a senior heading to your dream destination, this last step is your peace of mind. Let's start with your personal item, the one bag that stays with you no matter what. A clear, zippered medical pouch with all your essential medications, a printed prescription list, clearly typed and easy to read. A doctor's note, even a simple one-liner explaining your treatment. A photo backup, stored on your phone or cloud. Frozen gel packs for any temperature-sensitive meds. digital access to helpful tools like the My TSA app, your eSIM plan, or your MedList stored in Google Docs. And now, just as important, what not to do. Don't pack medications in your checked luggage. Don't throw them in with your toiletries. Don't bring CBD or marijuana-based products without triple-checking legal limits. Don't assume anything. Verify your meds are legal at your destination. Coming up next, the closing section to send you off fully confident and travel ready. Let's wrap this up together. Closing. Travel confidently, land peacefully. So here you are, not just someone planning a trip, but someone planning smart. You've got your essentials in reach, your documents in order, and your mindset locked in. That's not just traveling, that's traveling with confidence. Because in 2025, airports move fast, flights get bumped, and plans shift without warning. But when it comes to your health, your safety, that's one thing you've already handled. So take a deep breath. Zip up that personal item with purpose. You've done the work. You've packed for peace of mind. Now go chase that sunrise. Hug that loved one. Take that adventure. And when you're cruising at 30,000 feet, you won't just feel ready. You'll feel in control. This is Travel Vibes. I'll see you in the next one. Safe travels.